What's up guys? In this video I'll show you how I played Going Down on Roblox for the first time. To start off I decided to read the tutorial, but I was kind of excited to start playing, so I kind of just skimmed through it without actually reading the important information. As you'll see later on, this becomes a big problem. As you can see, Akelin is joining me, but unfortunately he didn't read the tutorial either, so we just went straight in. As soon as I loaded in, I went to the trucks full of resources. Aiden followed. I figured that we should have gotten as much stuff onto the ship as soon as possible. As soon as I got a hammer, however, a cutscene started. The cutscene basically shows how our planet is about to get hit by a meteor, and then we're told to start running for resources. I quickly found out that you could only carry up to 3 items in your inventory, so I headed to the ship to place them down. But I couldn't find any place to put them down. I tried dropping them, but couldn't do that. So I just decided to stay on the ship until takeoff. A bit after we took off, I headed straight to the cockpit. I wanted to see what was up, and I found that it was empty. I was able to pilot it, and I found that you could fly it more like a plane than a blimp. I also noticed that there was a meteor incoming, and then that meteor hit. At the time, I didn't realize what the meteors actually do, so I wasn't that scared. After flying and fooling around a bit, I decided to get up and leave. At this point, our teammates started flying, and I explored. I found the pots, and I assumed that they were for growing food for a sustainable long-term flight, but I wasn't sure. I also assumed that the solar panels were tied to our power output, so I now knew what we had to do in most scenarios. I then went and looked at the display board, which tells us more about the statistics of our flight. I looked around there, and then looked in the meeting room, and then I went into the bedroom, and then back up, and Aiden came and looked at it with me. He was also trying to figure out what the scrap was for, but we still didn't know what the hammer and the pitcher and the scrap was for, so we weren't really sure what we were doing. Later on, we noticed that our teammate had brought seeds, and we finally realized what they were used for. I then went and slept for a while to decrease my sleep bar. After a while, I just kept doing whatever for a while. After a while, I got a bit lazy and forgot about managing my health bar, then randomly died. Overall, I think this was a pretty good game, although it's a bit difficult because managing all the resources is pretty hard actually. And you also have to worry about your ship breaking apart because it's hard to repair and not infinitely sustainable. Be sure to like and subscribe. Bye!